Hey, how you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the Subbuteo show, Netflix Subbuteo show. We've been gone for a while, but boys, we're finally back.
We're back. Well, -1.
-1. Callum can't.
Really, all of us, yeah?
Because to be honest, that's all level with everyone straight up. That's why we've not done a show for ages, because we've not been able to get our calendars in place.
It's been tight.
It's been really hard. Generally, the days we record, England were playing in the Euros as well, so it's been tough. This is the first instance we've had. So Callum will be back very soon. But until then, you're stuck with us three. So how have you been, chaps? Missed you.
Oh, good. Stephen, you make it a word on edgeways this time.
Yeah, this is great. nice and quiet.
What about the magazine?
Yeah, I was about to say, somewhere Callum's sitting there going, when am I going to get issue 1? Where can I get a copy?
I've come prepared for this. This is a box full of issue 1.
Are you getting rid of them? Are you shelling them out?
Look at all this. Loads of them.
Every time we do an episode, that you seem to have more copies of issue 1.
Yeah, they sent me an extra box by accident. So, yeah, you'll be getting that one. You can buy it in a package with issue 2 when it's out.
And when can we see issue 2?
End of July, probably now. It's supposed to be the 4th of July, but I had a month off instead, which is quite nice. So, end of July now. I'm going to do one in July, then I'm going to do one in November, which is going to be a bumper, bigger one with a Christmas catalogue in that you can give to anybody who doesn't collect Subbuteo or likes Subbuteo, with all the best places to buy all these Subbuteo for Christmas. You can circle them like the Argos catalogue.
Is this going to be like a type of catalogue I would have got when I was 10 and got really excited about and flicked through?
Hopefully. I'm going to try and get as many of the sellers in as possible and lots of other bits. So, yeah.
What design are you going to use? Are you going to use like the sort of poster design? You're going to use like the Italian 90 booklet design?
Jeez, I haven't thought that far ahead.
You're making me want to go get catalogues out now.
I'll try and do,
I have one over there.
I'll try and do a page based on the style of each Subbuteo catalogue through the.
No, you just
start to now.
You know what I'm going to say? Callum's not here, so I can say it. You just got to do it
Italian 90.
Do it like the Italian 90 catalogue.
Do you know what I like most? Remember the wee small book you used to get, and it opened up in a big long strip.
Every accessory's got one in.
That was the best. Just for the size of it.
We never fold it back the same way.
No, never. We were just talking beforehand about best accessory, or not best accessory, about what we should do on the next show. Best catalogue. Yeah,
that's a good shout.
But sure, there's only going to end up one winner. Both me and you's going to go Italy 90.
I don't know.
No, because the one with the white poster, the international team colours poster, has got to be one of the most popular ones ever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking at the 1983 poster as well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. There you go. Where's our next show? Catalogues.
There we go.
Can I put in Kay's catalogue as one?
Just for when your Wi-Fi's down.
Or we get through childhood. Bras.
Knickers. From Watsies bad lack of, we'll call it lack of porn, I suppose.
We didn't even know what porn was.
What's going on, boys? It's been, what, a month? 6 weeks?
Has it been? I think I missed a few, did I? Leading up to the... I missed loads, and then we were off for ages, so I've been away for months.
So what's been going on in the Subbuteo world? What's been going on in your Subbuteo worlds?
Well, Subbuteo Fest got cancelled. What about that? You were meant to be going for your anniversary, wasn't it? For your birthday?
Yeah, it was a pity that, but it's the right thing to do.
I don't know. Has Stuart froze?
I think he's frozen. This is great. Oh, Stuart and Callum quiet.
Let's go.
No. What did you do with your tickets, Stuart?
Is it now?
Eh?
Is it September 4th now?
I think so. Around then, yeah.
But what did you do that weekend? You were meant to go. Did you still go?
No.
No?
Birthday. So we went out. What did we do? No, we just chilled at home and had a nice birthday. You know what we did? We packed the kids off to my mum and dad's, and we actually had a bit of time between me and the other half, which was nice.
For first in a long time.
It's good. It's nice to actually spend some time.
There'll be another little one coming along soon then.
You won't, mate. Definitely not happening. You know what? I'll tell you another reason that's definitely not happening. My 1-year-old at the moment has just discovered my cabinets, and I'm looking down at them, right, and they are covered in dribble, finger marks, a little bit of biscuit, and it's just like, oh, the glass is horrible. If I clean it, he's just going to come in and do it again.
So you're not having any more kids?
No way.
Yeah, keep them interested young, though. That's good news.
No way. The eldest was just old enough to play a little bit, kind of get the grips with playing Subbuteo. On the Euro final night, we got a table out and had a little game, and he was kind of doing it properly for an extended period, so that was nice. And no more.
Here, what about the Euro final? You want to talk about it?
Do you know what? All right, I'm really proud of him. I think we've done really well.
He's dead.
And I had Italy to win before the tournament, so made a bit of money from that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Italy were shirts, weren't they? I don't.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
The way England started, I thought that's Jesus. Italy haven't showed up, but as the game went on, England just sat back then and just tried to accept they were going to hold on to a 1-0 win.
I think the fact that we come where we did, when going into the tournament, I wouldn't have given us a chance. I think Southgate got it tactically right the whole way through, apart from maybe the final. But then I don't even think I'm right. And this goes out to everyone else, but everyone else is like, oh, Southgate should have done this, done that. We can all make these opinions, but at the end of the day, we ain't qualified to. So
yeah,
he knows what he's doing, and he couldn't care less what we say. So I
think the thing is that, like, you can go to a final in a tournament, you go to a semi to a final, go as far as you want on getting the tactics and the defence right. But if your attack isn't spot on, you're not going to be the winner of that tournament unless it's luck. England were relying on a bit of luck, penalties. I know Italy did as well, but it's rare that a team wins a tournament when their attack just isn't firing, and England's wasn't firing all tournaments.
What was nice, and Stephen, you might say the same. I don't know. Watsy, you won't be able to have an opinion on this at all because I don't think Ireland have ever got this far. But watching the final was a different experience to watching the semi-final emotionally. I could sit and enjoy the final for the spectacle in the event, whereas the semi-final, I'm just a bag of nerves. Because I've never done it in my lifetime, and to actually be able to watch a final was nice.
I'm not the world's biggest England fan, to be honest, and it's one of those where I don't sort of love it when they lose. I don't get massively. I don't massively get into it when they win. So if they would have won it, I would have had a good night out, and it would have been great, and I would have liked it. But I wouldn't have been as crazy as you were. But that just so I'm not particularly biased on this, but I genuinely think that's the best tournament of my lifetime. Not even taking England out, just in terms of like that night where they had that game where it was it 2-3 alls. It was Croatia and Spain or something, and Switzerland, France, was it? But that was what a night of football that was. I just thought there were so many good things in it that it was a top tournament, I thought.
I think Subbuteo missed the trick, not getting involved in it more.
Yeah.
Even to choose a good licensed European set or something like that, they missed the trick.
Well, they've a year to get one out for the World Cup, don't they? Maybe they've produced something for that.
Probably not.
Well,
be nice.
Next year is Subbuteo's 75th anniversary, and I know the company is going to plan a few things around it, so I hope that some of that is going to be tied into the World Cup.
I'm going to go out on a whim here, and if anyone's watching or listening to this in, what year is it, in 2022, you tell me, you comment underneath and say if I'm right. I reckon all they're going to do is release a box set in M&S, maybe something else in John Lewis, and that will literally be it. It'll be a box set that says 75th anniversary. It'll be naff or else.
So, right, I agree, actually. But one thing I have noticed during this tournament, from a Subbuteo point of view, is all the things that people have been doing over the last 20, 30 years in Subbuteo and keeping it alive, from the clubs that were still going for years and years when nobody else was looking at it, to people like yourself, Stuart, over the last 3-4 years, however long you've been doing it. That if you have a look at just the last 3 months, Subbuteo, we'll probably come on to this on how the community may have quietened down a bit, but if you look at the sort of mainstream we've had, and this is, I wanted to mention this anyway because I mentioned in it, but 442 had a 4-page spread about Subbuteo in the magazine. We had Tifo Football. I don't know if you know the YouTube channel, really big YouTube channel, Tifo Football, actually used little Subbuteo figures to show the tactics and things on it. They used like little Subbuteo figures. We've had Green King pubs all over the UK. Their posters for the Euros were all little Subbuteo players. And it just feels like all over the place now people are using Subbuteo as this like marketing thing, and just it feels like it's become like mainstream nostalgia.
It's iconic. It is iconic. Yeah. If you was to say to someone, what, like someone who doesn't really know toys, and just go, what sport is that? They'd go, oh, that's football.
Yeah.
Because people just what people know it, doesn't it?
It feels like it's gone from this little niche cult thing that it's been doing for a few years. And everyone's picking it up and using it now.
we think that'll continue. I know Watsy, you stuck something up on Twitter the other day asking where people were.
Yeah, well, and then after that we done the show that you were on, Stuart. Then you want to see? We had like 30 comments on that YouTube itself, so I don't know if people had just sort of not been commenting, and then they seen that we were saying that where's the community, and they all went, "Well, we're still here," and they all came out and spoke up. And there was a lot of comments on the Twitter feed everybody saying we're still here, we're still watching, but we're just doing other things. We're going to the pub, we're going out to the park, we're allowed to go out. So I think it'll make a bigger comeback in winter when the nights get dark again. You know what I mean?
Stephen had a month off.
Stephen had a month off. What annoyed you, Stephen?
our leading light.
Who annoyed you?
I'm not getting into that. No, I just felt. I probably felt like a lot of people after quite that's the Subbuteo Online dog in the background you can hear. So I just felt over 18 months I'd put a lot into this online Subbuteo community. It was quite intense, and obviously we've got this show, and I've got magazines and website and Facebook and all this sort of thing. And it got quite intense, and I got really embedded in the community and things. And then a couple of things happened which I'm not going to get into, which there was a lot of pushback from certain prominent members of the community just for the site and things like that. And I was, accused of quite a few things, like being a huge ego and this sort of thing, which I don't really agree with.
Anyone who watches or listens to this will know you are the least egotistical person ever.
Yeah.
So that one, I just thought, I'm not dealing with that. So I took a big step back. And two, I just thought the whole point of the site and the magazine and everything else was not really for those really embedded leaders of the community sort of people. They've got their expertise and their things that they do and everything they work on, and that's fine. Go for it. I'm not pretending to be an expert or a leader of a community or anything like that. I want it to be more casual. So it was a month to just take a step back. I'm redesigning the site completely. I'm doing issue 2 of the magazine, and I'm going to completely relaunch it just aimed at casual players, people who build a stadium in the back room, people who just collect a few bits on eBay, and just leave everything else to do with Subbuteo to the people who just seem to want to put a big fence around it and be on their own.
You're going to be Subbuteo as opposed to table football.
Yeah, I mean, I still want to talk about table football because I think there's some of the best people I've met over the last. I mean, it's the 3-year anniversary of the site today, actually. Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So over the last 3 years, some of the best people I've met have been in the playing community, and I don't want to stop doing that because I think there's still stories to tell in that for the mainstream world. Going back years, there was always stories in the papers about people who'd insured the finger for however much, or one of the better stories at the moment is Ruby from London Road Subbuteo Club.
Yeah.
So there's things like that I'll still touch on, but I'm not going to get involved in anything else.
Are you going to still do the festive stuff?
I'll probably report on things like the World Cup, but from a much more neutral tone. I'll go and do it for media companies.
You was going to join up with them, wasn't you? Didn't they employ you?
I was going to join up and go along and do like programs for them and bits and pieces like that as well. But I think I'll report on it like as an outsider and hopefully get some of that coverage into some of the more mainstream media. Is how I'm going to do it now. So tone all that down a little bit now.
Fair play.
What about playing? You're not going to go and play?
Yeah, no, I will go along to a couple of clubs and have a go playing because I do still want to have a go. I probably won't get too involved in it, but I won't be good enough to get too involved anyway. So that's taking that decision out of my hands anyway.
What about club sort of world at the moment? Because you all back out playing again properly.
We're back playing. We've had a couple of tournaments, and then we're going to have like a Derry Open, 14th of August. So we've got Ruby and Kane are coming, and Alan Lee and Nick Pearson are all coming over from England. So
nice.
We've got 4 of them coming. We're going at the minute we're sitting with 16 competitors for a competition. So yes, it's back in a good way, and I think Edinburgh Monday night Subbuteo clubs opening the end of August. So once they open, I'm going to go over there for a Monday night and play over there because
everyone keeps raving about that one. So I'm definitely going to that one.
Their setup's brilliant. It's a Monday night. It's a pub. It's in the middle of Edinburgh. You couldn't ask for anything better. Do you know what I mean? So to get over,
I want to set up a club. How do I do it?
Just get someone to play with, and that's get someone near you.
I'm a pretentious git sometimes, and I want things to look a bit posh. Like, I don't want to do it in a random pub. I want to do it somewhere where I can drink posh IPAs and.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That
You know,
if you get 3 people, the best thing to do is get 3 people and then start a Monday night or a Tuesday night or whatever suits you. Somewhere
don't you
close.
like an arcade place?
Yeah, he's just reopening again. My mate who's got the arcade. I don't think it'll work. He's tight for space. He's just reopening. I'd rather him get his feet back under the ground before I start putting pressure on him like that as well. And what I wouldn't want to do with that as well, we're such good mates, I wouldn't want him to feel he doesn't have to charge me to feel like I want to pay him, and you have that sort of conflict. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd rather
getting somewhere for free is a big draw, because nobody really wants to pay. I mean, we used to take £3 off people just to put money into the club, and then would buy pitches or build boards or build trellises and stuff.
That's the problem. Pitches and balls. I can't be bothered to be making them and forking out for it. You know what I mean? You need something at first, don't you?
Yeah. Well, Martin's good at that sort of thing, and it's not that dear to build a board. I mean, you can build a board for £20. The board itself, and then just get your pitches.
This is the trouble with me. I want the best to start with, so I'd want to play on an Astro pitch to start with, and they're expensive at the moment. And you know what I mean? Even if you want to get a Pegasus pitch, they're dear enough. I'm just a bit like that. I like to do things properly from the start.
Yeah. We bought two Extreme Works. Well, Alan Lee gave us one, donated one to the club, and then we bought one from him. So I approached Alan to buy a pitch from him, and he says, "Send me your address and I'll send you one over." So he sent us a free.
He donates all this stuff.
Can I just say on that, Alan Lee has been amazing. I think if anyone is going to get that playing side of things back up and running, I don't know as much in Northern Ireland, but in England definitely, he's been everywhere. He's been like, I mean, I talk to him fairly regularly about all sorts of bits and pieces, and he's the loveliest guy. But he also, he's helped to set up all these clubs. He's just about to launch this league with all the different clubs in one place, which I think is just, it's incredible. I think the work he's doing at the moment, and he's doing it with
it's fantastic the work they do.
Yeah, I think, like, as much as I'm backing away from that side of things, the stuff he's doing is incredible.
Yeah, Alan's been brilliant. But and I mean, we asked him for a pitch, to buy a pitch off him. I just sent him a text to say, look, all the guys in the club have 3 and a tenner each, and we're going to buy an Extreme Works. So we have 2 for them and coming over, because Martin has his own Extreme Works. And I thought, if we have 2 Extreme Works pitches, it'd be great. So Alan came back and says, send me your address. Never mentioned money. He says, send me your address. And I says, right, there's my address, but I want to buy a pitch. And he says, don't worry, I've sent you one. I says, but I still want to buy another one. We have the money, so I'll buy another one off you. So now we're going to have 3 Extreme Works club pitches in the club. Because see, when you play an Extreme Works, a match on an Extreme Works pitch, and then you go to an Astro, and it's an old Astro, and it's not very fast, and your Extreme Works are flying up the table, and then next thing you're flicking, they're not going anywhere. It's hard to get a rhythm of a game. So if you've 3 in a club, it'd be great. Like, so, especially all them boys coming over.
You've done the same with the polish with me. I messaged him saying, what polish shall I buy? You've got loads on your website. And he said again, what's your address? I'll send you some over.
Oh, he's brilliant. And he does things for the kids. I know he has, if you have a community centre or youth, and he's trying to get kids into the Subbuteo, I think he helps promote, say you start a youth club for Subbuteo, well, he'll help you out, you know what I mean? And it's actually on his website, I think, that he will offer to help his community groups get started and stuff. So.
And he's quite normal, you know what I mean? He's normal. He's not one of these people who've been playing Subbuteo for years that's really pretentious and up his arse. He's down to earth, normal geezer.
Yeah, definitely is.
We all know there are a few.
So it'd be nice to meet him when he comes over in August. So the good thing about all them boys coming in August, it's the start of our fantasy football starting, the 14th of this first day of the Premier League. I think it's the 14th.
So
they're all going to be
YouTube.
They're all going to be here. So we'll be able to get some YouTube stuff for them and different things, interviews and different things. So it'd be great to get them over.
Fantastic. That's really good. Do you know what I want to do right at the moment? I want to get back on my channel. I want to get back to doing unboxings and bits. I did an unboxing video the other week, and I noticed my views crept up again. But do you know what I can't find at the moment? I can't find anything reasonably priced. It's so hard to buy stuff.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Your polishing video was good. You're polishing. I was shouting at the TV. I was like, Stop talking.
It wasn't until editing where I started editing it, and I was like, "Oh, he said don't do it too long. I'm going at it." I thought I'm going to get absolutely slated for this. I was like, you know what? Just going to roll with it. I'm just going to roll with it. And I've had even the guy who makes the polish for Alan commented on the video saying you're doing it wrong. You know, I'm just going to go.
You were still getting a good flick on them, even with rubbing half the polish off.
I can't even flick though. My flicking is so bad. Everything that could have gone wrong in that video went wrong. One of the players snapped. Like this fella's still laying. He's actually laying down up there. He's snapped in half. Oh,
I think there's honestly just not that much retail for sale at the moment.
Only Subbuteo I'm seeing is people that have locked down last year, built a stadium, and they want to sell it.
Yeah.
And
that was always going to happen.
Yeah, I think you said it actually. I think you probably said it last year when we got together. But it's just there's nothing. Even with this guy got in touch with me the other day, messaged me saying, I've got a collection that I think I want to get rid of. Blah, blah, blah. I've had it, this, that, and the other. Can you let me know? I was like, yeah, send it all over. And he's gradually trickled bits through. It's turned in, I'm looking at it. I can't afford it. And I feel really bad saying to him, oh, mate, I can't help you, but you're going to get this. It's got loads of the platinum La Legenda stuff. Not just the teams. Like the random accessories like the dugout you got with it and the referee set you got with it and the time. And I'm looking at it like, oh, I want it. I just can't afford it. But he's going to send me some other stuff. What I'm actually going to say to him is I'm going to suggest Subbuteo Fests and getting a table.
Yeah.
Letting someone do it. Have a day out, get involved with people and see if you can shift it that way.
Yeah, I'm sure he can. The only thing is, the problem is with people that bought stuff last year were paying ridiculous money for it and they want their money back. Plus, you know, so the prices are going to go up and up and up and it's just going to get more ridiculous. I know somebody commented and said that they think the prices will come down with people selling it more, but I think it's going to be the opposite.
I think it'll take a year or so because the prices will come down because it'll be people who are found it in the attic who are then listing it on eBay and they're the ones who bring the prices down because they haven't got an idea of, you know, this lightweight Celtic is worth 25 quid or whatever it is. You know, they'll just go on and say, oh, go on, have it for tenner because that's what people are paying for it. They'll put it on auction and it'll go for that much. At the moment, very few people are putting them on for auction. They're putting it on for, you know, £10 over what anyone will realistically pay for it and hoping someone will just
be back at work for a good year or so. That's when it will start coming down.
Yeah.
But you've got to let people sell it first.
Yeah. My stuff lay in the attic for 2 or 3 years before I went up and sold it again. And like I sold all my stands and all my terraces and all my teams and everything.
Right. Whenever I go to sell, like I've got a couple of doubles. I've got an Arsenal team up there that really, honestly, worst eBay sale. I did this sale and I didn't send it. I generally kept forgetting to send it and I refunded the guy. I got negative feedback, shocking, really poor performance on my thing. Every time I list that team, right, I get like £2. And I know it's just a run-of-the-mill Arsenal. It's not popular. It's not rare. But I never make any money. When I sell something, and this was before I got my bad feedback for being an awful seller. But I just can't ever seem to make any money on it, whereas everyone else seems to.
Well, I'll tell you a thing I used to do in eBay, and it's probably not a good thing.
Bidding.
Eh?
Not a bit of shield bidding, is it?
Get my friends to bid on it.
Yeah, shield bidding.
But it worked. Do you know what I mean? It was like, well, I'm not selling that for less than a tenner. So I used to get a mate to go and bid £9.90 and go, right, that's happy days. I don't mind if it sells now. I
even do that. I'll get one person bidding.
The weird thing about Subbuteo at the moment, and I've got quite a narrow eBay search on Subbuteo anyway. I look for a certain area of lightweight up there. What I found now is that any team that you find on eBay, you can find on Wobbley, Hobby Shop, Subbuteo World for less now. So the eBay prices have gone above the ones where you go into a shop that you definitely know you're getting a decent set. The descriptions are all right, they're in better condition. So at some point that's got to change because there's no reason for you to buy on eBay anymore. You can just go direct to shops, and they were expensive in the first place. So it's like at some point that's got to fall back down again.
Subbuteo really put up the price of their box sets. They've really gone up massively.
How much would you pay for a box set?
Depends on the box set, but if say like a 90s box set, I'd only want to pay 25 quid. Yeah, see, I don't want to pay 25 max for that. But on Subbuteo,
at the most, really,
40 quid now.
I don't think I've ever paid over 20 for one of them.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's madness. That's madness. We should do a show, honestly. We'll wait the Callum's back, but we should do a show. We have everybody £20. Is £20 too much?
Great idea.
To see what we get our best Subbuteo on
See,
eBay for.
Spend it 1 week, unbox it on the next week.
Oh no!
Hey!
Oh, he's away.
You can see.
Tell you what, I'm wearing shorts away from being a very big hit on our ratings because we're about to see a few things. Anyway,
What's he showing us?
no, right. So I'm going to go on a little tangent about this box set because if you're looking for cheap teams on eBay, this is the best one. This box set is the best one because people list it with just that picture on the front, and you think, oh, that's the Sampdoria Leeds, and they think, right, that's 15, 20 quid, and they don't look at it. And loads of I've seen so many of them. Like, go on to newly listed, buy it now. This one's got a Motherwell in there. That's a
Motherwell?
Yeah.
Motherwell, Kilmarnock, I think it is in there. But so you get those teams. Like I just missed out on one a while ago. It was a Scandinavian team. I didn't even know they did the lightweight team for. I can't remember who it was, and it went within as I was putting my details in to bid on it, and I think it went for like £7.50 or something for the whole box set with a team that was probably worth 150 quid. And I've got another one, a slightly older era one with the Fiorentina team with the Nintendo kit.
Yeah.
That one as well. I think that one was about 20 quid. So the best way to buy rare teams at the moment on eBay is to have a look at box sets and scroll through the pictures until you see the actual teams.
The only time I've ever had that win is with one of them sets. I got, the misprint Motherwell where it's white and red instead.
Yeah.
I had one of them come in. That's the only win I've had like that ever. In fact, no, I did have one where I took a team out of it. Was it Bogner or someone like that come through? It was like a hand-painted lightweight, and I was like, oh, that's worth more than the actual set. I don't win.
If you spend enough time on eBay, you can switch a red and blue team in instead of those two. Keep the teams, resell it, make a profit.
Yeah.
So would you just take a good team, say take that Motherwell team out, and then find a matching team box or something, put them in, or does that make them authentic then?
You've sparked something in me there where you say that. I keep seeing people selling boxes, right? Plain boxes for like £10. A box, for Christ's sake. No, I mean, it's a box. It's not even like, it's that. It's not got the sticker on it, and people are trying to sell it for a shed load of money. Honestly, it's a box.
I honestly, we should do an eBay show.
Putting it in a box though, it won't have value to it because it's not the Motherwell box. So that'll just be for me to be able to stack it on the shelf. And
I almost had a nightmare the other week. I was scrolling through eBay, and I don't know if you've seen it. Someone was selling cutouts from a Subbuteo poster, like a team chart.
Oh, that's bad.
They had cut out every team and were selling like just a cutout from a poster. And I'm like, why? Who's going to buy that for £4? For like
£4?
People sell photocopies of Subbuteo adverts from newspapers.
Oh, it's bonkers. It's bonkers.
The word's gone mad.
It is nuts. But there's obviously a market for it because otherwise people wouldn't do it, would they?
Maybe it's somebody acting a clown.
Gotta be.
I got something taken down. Spurs were playing Liverpool in the Champions League final one year, and I made a white T-shirt and made a Spurs top. Put Gaza 8 in the back of it. It was a Holston, and after the final, I stuck it on eBay as a joke. Official Gaza Spurs jersey. It was drawn with marker. It was drawn all with a marker, and so I put it on for $39.99 plus postage. Starting bid, and then somebody reported it and got taken down. Selling counterfeit goods.
Absolutely ridiculous. Honestly.
I'll tell you what, I complain about the Subbuteo community, but have you seen the football kit community? It's absolutely crazy. The way they call out fake shirts and stuff like that. God.
Do you know what? Some of the fake shirts are decent. I'm not going to be able to afford £300 for an original 1990 West Germany. But I want to wear it, so I'm going to spend 30 quid. Yeah. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, especially on like retro kits like that.
Yeah, I'm not a collector.
I bought a couple of half-decent Celtic ones I used to have when I was a kid, and then you'll throw them away, and then I wanted them back. So I bought the old the old green one, then I bought an old black one. And then I seen a guy selling the yellow. They had a lovely yellow and green one back in the mid-90s. So I went on, bought it off him, and he tortured me. He like sent me text messages crying and all. People were torturing me. I'm not fake. These are coming. Don't be worrying. I says, mate, don't worry. I'll take it when it comes. Came 4 weeks later. Wasn't even the right colour.
I remember this is why you ended up not being on Twitter for ages, wasn't it?
I got jailed. I got Twitter jailed for 2 weeks. I stuck his phone number on Twitter. I says, because the whole of Twitter was looking for him because he was selling fucking dodgy stuff. The stuff was useless. So when I came, I opened it and went, it's meant to be lemon. It was like gold. It was like a wool shirt. It was meant to be lemon. I said, what's this here? You probably sell it as a fucking, what do you call it? Like one of those limited edition jerseys. Nobody would know.
Don't send anything to Watsies. Call you out online. Give away all your details.
Yeah.
How funny. Premier League starts soon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen no one doing the old Subbuteo kits yet. Like every kit, normally you start seeing the prints come out by now, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has there been anybody? What's Arsenal's new kit?
Ajax's old one. It's awful.
The home one?
No, it looks like Ajax's old one.
Aye, but their home kit. So is it like a white down the sides?
It's got white down the sides there. Yeah, I don't. It's all right. It's a nice kit. It's smart enough, but it just community don't like it. Everyone's moaning that it's got navy stripes on the sleeves, and yeah, it's all right. The away kit's nice.
I like Everton's home shirt.
The away kit's wrong colour. It's not yellow, but it's nice.
I like a bit of yellow on the Everton home shirt. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I love Hummel. I love the Hummel jerseys.
Yeah, I do.
The away kit's really nice.
Arsenal have got an Adidas kit. I've been begging them for years to have an Adidas kit. This year, Adidas have done top quality kits for everyone, apart from Arsenal.
No, United's home kit's horrible.
It's really simple.
Do you know? There's a Twitter account, and I can't remember who the account is, which is annoying. But they've been doing this year's kits, but with classic sponsors on, and so many kits look better. They did United's kit, and they did Sharp on it. It looked amazing.
Was it?
Arsenal's with JVC. They did Liverpool's a cream away kit, which is disgusting, but with Carlsberg on it looks really nice.
It might be
weird how the sponsor makes a big difference.
The United shirt's terrible because of the sponsor. The sponsor's woeful on it.
Who's the sponsor?
I wasn't a fan of Chevrolet though.
No, I wasn't. But I don't even know what their sponsor is. I seen it the other day. I seen Jesse Lingard wearing it the other day, and the kit just looked terrible.
Team Viewer or something like that.
Team Viewer.
Yeah, it's something weird.
The world we're living in nowadays.
Sounds like a Skype type thing, doesn't it? Or a Zoom type thing.
I've used it. Team Viewer. See, I've used Team Viewer. So Team Viewer, right? I don't know if you boys mind. If you have a problem at work with your IT, you'll phone up IT and they'll be like, "Oh, load up Team Viewer." You give them the details, then they can access your computer.
Yeah.
Jesus. Right. That, you know what? That is the most just after pandemic sponsor you could ask for.
I was hoping it was a fake, and it was when I seen the jersey coming out. That's terrible, really bad.
United have done the blue and white one, haven't they? Like that. One of my favourite Subbuteo teams from the 90s. That.
Yeah, the Leaf one, the blue and white Leaf.
Yeah.
I thought I had that on my wall.
It is one of the nicest Subbuteo kits you can get.
I've got that in a box set somewhere as well. I got that in a box set from eBay.
I tried to paint it. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. So it is. There's a challenge for somebody if they want to try it.
If they do it, they can get in Painter's Corner on the new Subbuteo. On your new
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like even the painters have gone a bit quiet in the
I know it's painted every kit, but that is nice. That Man United away kit is really nice.
But again, the sponsor's terrible.
My issue with that sponsor is that it's red text.
Yeah, and it's too long. It's too
it's too much going on.
Too much. I don't know.
A nice looking shirt though. Only £30 on all players. That's got to be a website selling fakes.
We better promotion there.
Yeah.
Or either that, or we're going to get banned for promoting fakes.
Keith Littler at his best there.
Keith Littler at his best.
Where is Keith?
So they said they was going to do another show, didn't they?
They're doing a one-off.
Yeah,
doing a one-off show.
This is going to sound like a real dig, but when he said that, it did make me think that he was talking like it was a friends reunion, and they've only been gone. I hope this is more that nasty. That's done in banter, but when he said we're all for one-off, I was like, they've only been gone a couple of months.
As long as it's not a clip show.
Long.
That's like Westlife. When Westlife broke up, you knew they were going to come back and make millions. When they broke up,
I think he said because of the feedback after they stopped, he's looking at potentially bringing it back, but he's not happy with the ads and sponsorship issue.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way around it, but I mean, those episodes must have taken a lot of time to put together.
Editing takes time. Takes time to edit 10-minute video.
Mm.
I'm actually ahead of myself for a change. I've edited Thursday's video, uploaded it, scheduled it 2 days ago.
But I mean, I wonder if Table Football Monthly brought so many people to the Facebook groups in particular that stopped, and then everyone got busy after lockdown as well. That's probably quite a major contributing factor to everything being a bit quieter at the moment.
Could be.
So
are you blaming the decline in Subbuteo on Keith?
I spent the whole start of this episode talking about how Subbuteos everywhere. Not a decline.
Down.
Subbuteo's gone bad.
This is the sort of misquoting that is going to have me taking another month off.
Sorry, man. I'm only
this one. We're still a man short.
Yeah.
He's been having tattoos done all day, hasn't he? He's got to work this evening playing in his PTs.
I assume it's a Subbuteo related tattoo.
I hope so. And if it is, I hope they've done the kit right.
It'll be a lightweight if it is.
I hope they've got the colour right.
It'll be him eating his lightweight on TV.
Do you imagine
a Leicester badge with a little red highlight around it?
Can you imagine if Callum got a tattoo of a Subbuteo player and the art colour wrong? Had enough on the figure. It was permanently on him.
The artist did it Kent style.
Didn't paint the white.
Absolutely. Oh, Callum, we miss you.
Stephen doesn't.
Because of this, he'll be back now next week to put all of these to bed at whatever we've just started. So on that note, boys, before we go, we've told everyone we're back and we apologise for being gone. But what are we going to talk about next week? Well, not next week, week after next.
Well, you said catalogues, didn't you? But what about the community decides what we talk about?
I think the community needs to. Well, to be honest, this is where they do. The community do give us ideas, but I'm that bad. I write them down and I don't know where. I'm that guy that puts a post-it note down and doesn't quite know where, but on my phone.
It doesn't stick it anywhere.
So let us know in the comments. Let us know down in the comments what you want us to do, or hit us up on socials. What should
you want to see? You want to see Callum eating another Subbuteo figure?
Yeah, we can do that.
We can sort that. Or a stadium.
The stadium. Well, we can do. I like the eBay idea. I like us all doing that eBay thing.
I think the eBay would be good. What's your match? You have to make it a real random number, like £13 or something.
Yeah, we'd have to also say no eBay for the week as well. We'd have to proper trust each other. In the week leading up to it, no eBay.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't be able to look at eBay for the week leading up to it, because otherwise you might get an idea of what you're going to buy.
Are we going to buy them live on the show? Because that's going to be a lot of us just sat there at computers.
No, I think buy them and then do a show with what you've got.
I think it'd be good to do a show. Like, we've got to buy it within that half-hour period. Because we'll end up bidding against each other without us knowing. We'll talk about what we're looking at.
Well, that'd be the beauty of it. If you do it in the week leading up to it, then you'll go, I was trying to get that as well.
There's ideas. I like that.
I think we should do it, and we should ask everyone who watches to do it as well. And whoever gets the best thing. Yeah.
Maybe we could try and do it. This might be ambitious. We could try and do it live.
But it's trying to get everybody having an item finishing at the same time.
We can be live, however it's done, using OBS or whatever, and then we just have comments down the side.
So you want us to turn into Twitch streamers now?
Yeah, but we're also talking like we get hundreds of thousands of viewers.
What is the views? You never give us an update.
Did you hear what Snoop Dogg done on his Twitch stream? He done a whole hours long Twitch stream with no sound, just talking away with no sound, and no one could tell him because we set it up so people could only comment in emojis. So we done a whole hour long stream chatting away, and no one could talk. No one could tell him.
Who was this?
Snoop Doggy Dog. So it's nice to know there's people out there well more known than us, but just as amateur.
That's nearly as good as me and Martin interviewing Stephen for a whole hour and didn't record it.
Yeah. And then asking me the same questions the second time, but answering it yourselves.
we're both Steve.
Brilliant.
That was good fun. Good fun.
We are the most.
Where did you get what beer are you drinking? Where did you get that? Very good. That was funny.
Boys, you know.
Right, well,
go on. What's he what?
Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say, right, we'll sort that for the next one.
That's
what we're doing.
So it's good to be back talking to you again. I feel like I've missed you all.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Well, we seen you last week, didn't we? 2 weeks ago, we seen you.
Oh, my little surprise pop-up.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was good fun, that was good fun. And then we were just all really nice to each other.
Exactly. We are really nice.
It's the way it should be in football as opposed to singing songs about stick your linguine up your arse. What an absolute load of... Honestly, I'm so disgusted. That wound me up more. There was all this other racist stuff going on, but what me off more, I'm swearing now, is people on a tube going, oh, you can stick your pizza up your arse. Why? Why does that matter? What's that got? It's not banter. That's just knobby.
It's a really weird switch from like the Euro 96, where I really like, I quite like the England team and they've done everyone proud. Well, maybe not Euro 96, maybe the 10 years after that. The team have done them proud and the fans have.
England fans. You know what? But you know what? If there's a lot to answer for it. Having a final on a Sunday in London in 30-degree heat, people on the street drinking from 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It was a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Our fans, honestly, you know what it is? The problem with our football fans, if you're watching and I'm talking to you, if you're one of these people and you just stop it, they've all gone out, they've been on the internet, they've seen that they have to wear Stone Island, they've all watched Football Factory and everything else, and they think that's how football fans have to act, and it's all like, oh, look at us, lads, banter. Even Soccer AM's got a lot to own up to with it. Oh, look at us, boys, wait, lads, banter, hard up. Honestly, it's all football because you like to see a man kick the ball around a pitch, not because you want to act like lads and be boys and wear Stone Island. Honestly, that's my rant over.
But before that tournament, I think I was talking to somebody on the Saturday before the final, and I had said there's been no trouble. Well, there may have been trouble, but it's never been on the news. There was nothing, you know. I know it was all around the globe and it was all different countries were hosting it, but I didn't see anything. Through all the England games, there was no trouble at all. And then just on the final.
No, there was trouble after the semi-final. A load of them went out and caused trouble. Like, they didn't just cause trouble. They literally trashed London in celebration after the semi-final. There's no need for it. Honestly, they're not football fans. They're just people jumping on a bandwagon.
They should take a leaf out of Scotland's book. Scotland done it right when they went down to play England. They just had a proper party.
I thought he was going to say take a leaf out of Scotland's book and just not go.
No, they just showed up, got drunk, danced in the street.
You know what I mean? Tied it up afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the topic. This is a Subbuteo podcast, not me ranting about it. But it's good to be back, boys, on the pod. I'm glad we've got this back on, and we'll be back soon. 2 weeks, I suppose, isn't it?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks with a full proper episode around something Subbuteo.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
You'll be able to see Callum with his, he got a Subbuteo tattoo on his face. A full lightweight player down the side of his face.
A red Leicester badge on it.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to catch up with you. Everyone, thank you for joining back in. Thank you for being with us as we got our calendars together. We will see you all really soon. Peace out. Boys,
cheers.
Later.
Take care.